I said to my husband that, the language is inappropriate. It's not acceptable.
And I just started thinking about giving voice to the voiceless.
Are such vile comments, but they are exactly what the View's audience loves. It is targeted, perfect.
The world of daytime television has just been rocked by one of the most shocking legal battles in recent memory. Melania Trump has officially filed a massive $100 million defamation lawsuit against The View, specifically targeting co-host Sunny Hostin.
We were talking about Melania Trump's interview where she made this claim about the state of the United States economy. Watch.
This isn't just a routine media controversy, it's a full-blown legal showdown that could have lasting consequences for the show and the entire talk show industry. For years, The View has been criticized for pushing inflammatory narratives, often targeting conservative women with speculation and personal attacks. However, it seems that Melania has had enough. The lawsuit claims that Hostin and her fellow co-hosts went beyond opinion and crossed the line into defamation. Their remarks, which included claims that Melania hates her husband, regrets being First Lady, and is secretly at odds with Trump on major issues, were framed as factual statements rather than speculation. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Melania wins this case, it could set a new precedent for media accountability, making it harder for TV personalities to make unchecked claims about public figures without consequences.
Talking about Melania Trump's interview where she made this claim about the state of the United States economy. Wow.
It also raises major questions about whether The View will survive this financial and reputational disaster. With tensions running high, ABC executives are scrambling to find a way to contain the damage before the situation spirals even further out of control. This case is about more than just Melania.
The country is suffering. People are not able to buy.
It's about the media's responsibility to report with integrity rather than reckless speculation. Could this lawsuit finally force The View to change its ways? And what does this mean for the future of opinion-driven talk shows? Let's dive into the details and unpack the chaos behind this unprecedented legal battle. The View has built its reputation on fiery debates and controversial takes, but this time, they may have gone too far.
Whatever.
So, you're on TV.
I just hope that everybody evacuated and that they are safe. And I hope
Sunny Hostin, known for her outspoken and often aggressive rhetoric, took things to the next level when she made a series of unverified claims about Melania Trump's personal life. These included allegations that Melania was unhappy in her marriage, secretly opposed Trump's policies, and was plotting to distance herself from him if he returned to the White House. On the surface, these statements might seem like typical gossip. However, Melania's legal team argues that they were not framed as speculation or opinion, but rather as definitive claims, making them legally actionable. According to sources close to Melania, this was the final straw in years of media attacks that painted her as an unwilling and miserable First Lady. What makes this situation even more damaging for The View is the fact that their comments about Melania were part of a long-standing pattern of hostility towards conservative women. The lawsuit highlights how the show consistently subjects right-leaning female figures to harsher scrutiny while protecting and excusing left-leaning women from similar criticism. Melania's legal team is not just fighting for financial compensation, they are aiming to expose The View's pattern of reckless and defamatory statements. They argue that the talk show has turned into a partisan attack machine, using its platform to target political figures without consequence. The case could force The View and other talk shows to be far more careful in how they frame their discussions, potentially leading to a significant shift in how political commentary is handled on television. If ABC thought this lawsuit would quietly go away, they were mistaken. The case is already making waves, with industry insiders speculating that the network may be forced to consider major changes to salvage the show's reputation. The lawsuit filed by Melania Trump is no ordinary legal dispute. It has the potential to redefine the boundaries of media accountability. Unlike previous defamation cases against media figures, this lawsuit is centered around a major talk show that has historically operated with little oversight when it comes to the accuracy of its claims. Melania's legal team, composed of some of the most high-powered attorneys in the country, is arguing that The View has a documented history of attacking conservative women without evidence. They've compiled video clips, transcripts, and past instances where the show has pushed damaging falsehoods under the guise of discussion. The case lays out how these repeated attacks have caused real harm, not just reputationally, but also in how Melania is perceived by the public. What makes this case particularly dangerous for The View is the scale of the damages sought, $100 million. Legal experts have noted that while defamation lawsuits are notoriously difficult to win, Melania's case is different because she can prove sustained harm caused by misleading and malicious statements. If the court rules in her favor, it won't just be a financial disaster for ABC, it will set a precedent that could make talk show hosts think twice before making baseless claims about public figures. ABC is reportedly in full damage control mode, with executives holding emergency meetings to assess the risks. Some sources suggest that the network may consider settling rather than risking a courtroom loss that could set a precedent for future defamation lawsuits against media personalities. The public reaction to the law.
I said to my husband that, the language is inappropriate. It's not acceptable.
Lawsuit has been divided. Supporters of Melania view this as a necessary step to hold biased media figures accountable, while critics argue that it could have a chilling effect on free speech. Either way, this case is shaping up to be one of the most consequential media lawsuits in recent history. The repercussions of Melania's lawsuit extend far beyond The View's panelists. ABC, the network that airs the show, is now facing intense scrutiny from both viewers and advertisers. Sponsors are reportedly reconsidering their partnerships with The View, fearing the financial and reputational damage associated with the lawsuit. Behind closed doors, executives are panicking. If the lawsuit results in a massive payout, the network could be forced to make drastic changes to The View to prevent further financial losses. Some insiders suggest that Sunny Hostin could be fired as a way to minimize the fallout, while others believe that the entire show might be at risk of cancellation if ABC determines that the legal liability is too great. Meanwhile, Sunny Hostin has gone uncharacteristically silent. Normally quick to double down on her controversial statements, she has reportedly been advised by ABC's legal team to avoid making any further public comments about the lawsuit. This silence has only fueled speculation that her future on the show may be in jeopardy. The lawsuit has also sparked a broader conversation about media accountability. If Melania wins, it could encourage other public figures to take legal action against networks and talk show hosts who engage in reckless commentary. Some media analysts are predicting a shift in how talk shows operate, with networks imposing stricter editorial guidelines to prevent similar lawsuits in the future. For The View, this may be the most serious crisis it has ever faced. The show has weathered controversies before, but this lawsuit has the potential to change everything. The question now is, can The View survive, or is this the beginning of the end for one of television's most polarizing talk shows? Melania Trump's lawsuit against The View is more than just a legal battle. It's a defining moment for media accountability. For years, talk shows have operated under the assumption that they can say whatever they want about public figures without consequences. This case is challenging that assumption in a way that could reshape the landscape of television commentary. For ABC, the stakes couldn't be higher. If they lose this lawsuit, it could open the floodgates for similar cases against media figures who have made damaging, unverified claims about high-profile individuals. The financial and reputational cost could be staggering. For The View, this could be the moment that forces the show to finally change its approach. Whether that means a more balanced panel, stricter editorial oversight, or even cancellation remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, the era of unchecked, reckless commentary may be coming to an end. What do you think? Should Melania Trump's lawsuit be a wake-up call for the media, or is it an overreach? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the biggest controversies shaking up the media world. Thanks for watching.